Surfers won their first match 10-5 over the Oregon Jesters, while Colorado Grey Wolves had a tough one going up against defending champion Chicago Lions, losing in their first match 38-0. Referee in the center of this one.
All right, let's go.
Bill Winkler.
Red, captain.
Assisted by Nate Bradley and Rachel Hill.
Time's on.
Waiting for this one to get underway, but Chicago Lions looking to go back-to-back. Also have that bonus track team in there. We've seen some action on field 2 today that could give them a run for their money, but first they got to get through the Grey Wolves, and look at that, what a start from the Colorado side. And of course, their sisters club in the WER Legacy Cup Championship later tonight, the Denver Onyx taking on the Bay Breakers. Good support from Grey Wolves, but stolen away by the Surfers.
That kick is on! Kick is open!
Go, tapping, keep it moving.
Yep, Wolf!
Tying it up is
Out, Blue.
Colorado, trying to slow this down. Now finding a nice gap through the middle. The Surfers breaking through. It's Mia Taylor, excuse me. Mia Taylor will take this one from quite the distance, 50-60 meters, and the Surfers get up first over the Colorado Grey Wolves. It should be formality as it's up the center of the posts. Surfers will take an early lead here as the Colorado Grey Wolves do come in as one of the lower seeds, having to get through that frontier bracket, and the conversion is good.
Taylor here going the distance, finding that half gap and just that shrug off of the defender gets her in full stride. As you said, Wendy, the kick was just formality. We heard the referee's whistle. The Surfers having a strong opening lead, using some of their momentum from their round 1 win to carry them into this round 2 matchup.
Nice high restart. Grey Wolves underneath it. Fence from San Diego in their face very quickly, not leaving a lot of breathing room. Grey Wolves now just going backwards a bit. Good tackle from Lauren Thunen. Now finding a small gap, the Grey Wolves. Covered well by the try scorer, Taylor. There's some space if they could try to use it on the outside. And run up against some strong ocean waves crashing though. Loose ball. Thunen's all over it. They get penalized though. Hands on the deck. Grey Wolves will go quickly from their own end. This would be 100 meters they'd be going. It's around the first. Look at the speed from this one. Only one in pursuit. Tries for the shorts and misses now. Goes for the ankles. It's the tackle. Verdonic comes on the cover. Grey Wolves on the front foot though. See if they could finish this work out for their mate. Got around on the edge. Trying to get it to the winger.
Probably over.
Finding a lot of space. Trying to go for the steal again, but no, was the referee.
No, not yet.
Grey Wolves will go one more time. Hennick starts off the attack. Just a bit loose from the Grey Wolves, but that long run, Alicia.
Long run, but Wendy, all credit to the defense. Lily Thomas coming in with a try-saving tackle that keeps the Surfers ahead in this game. You could see what Colorado is trying to do here. They're trying to play fast, but just the handling is letting them down. Just need to find 2 hands up, just back to basics, so they can execute their attack.
San Diego goes to the weak side, trying to get it into Kayla Walker's hands, the vice captain. She's defended well by her opposite. Now here's Verdonic finding a big seam She's got those long, rangy legs, and she's going to go just all the way through the edge here. It does get around her defender, which allows her now to get this one in the center. But a long run from the Surfers and Amy Verdonick, 32 years of age, and I think you're going to see yellow card here for just piling on. We want to just keep our players safe in the end goal. Yep. That is not what the Colorado Grey Wolves would want at this
right.
point.
I'm on your line.
The conversion to come. Conversion's not going to go over, but it's a solid lead for the Surfers.
Wendy, as you said, just this half gap taken here, right? Just that cutback on the inside, had to look at her defender and chose the weak shoulder, which is what every attacking coach will have you do. Works hard here to center it, as we saw referee in a great position, but really unhappy with how that defender came in. We want to keep the players safe out there. So yellow card, so Surfers will be playing up 6-on-7.
Colorado Grey Wolves get the restart. It's on the bounce, and it's spectacular. I believe that's Crawford getting into deep Surfers territory. They're all over it with the steal attempt, and they're going to get the penalty. We can see Colorado can play here. They just got to get some opportunities.
They are strong runners out there, Wendy. 1,000%. When they get the ball in hand, and they are attacking the ball in the air off the kickoff, which is putting them on the front foot. They just need to find some support on those breakaways.
Now the Surfers are back at it. He's already scored one, looking for her second. It's Taylor, just giving the little weave of the hips. She'll get in for her second try. The third overall for the Surfers. Just being able to take advantage of any mistake in front of them, turn it into points. A good recipe for some success for these San Diego Surfers. Doesn't hurt that they are up one player as well. The kick this time will go over.
Mia Taylor keeping her team on the front foot here. And look at the footwork herself. Dancing around defenders and finding these weak shoulders. Credit to Colorado for managing the chase down, but to no avail. We have San Diego up with 3 tries here with another kickoff from them incoming.
See, I don't think we're quite back to full strength for Colorado yet. That one's gone a little overcooked. Maybe we'll get them back to full strength. I still see 6 on the pitch.
Yellow card return.
There's that call. Now the 7 players back for Colorado. We're into the red, but there's still time on the referee's watch, so one last gasp for the Grey Wolves. Little bit isolated. There comes the penalty. Surfers would like more. Not done. Little dummy gets through the first. The switch dummy is on as well. Fantastic by Pearl Ing. Pearl will go into the corner for another San Diego Surfers try. 4 in the first half. It will be a bit tougher from the edge. Surfers will be able to go in with a lot of breathing room coming in for the second half. Grey Wolves in it, and there's been moments where we've seen some sparks. See how this kick comes. Colorado used that halftime, get some chats on, but Alicia, take us through this long range one.
Surfers with all the momentum on their side here, and they're really running on all cylinders. Their set pieces looking good, their attacks looking good, and just from the base here, the confidence, this dummy switch sold us all, but it takes Surfers into the halftime with all momentum heading in their favor. Stay tuned for second half.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrub caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. WorldRugbyShop.com, America's home for rugby.
Play that fast.
Okay, don't worry. I'll try to wrap it up more, and then you'll be clear. Welcome back. Second half of this one. Surfers have done some work in this first half. Colorado, not going to be quite the restart they'd want for this second half, so it'll be a free kick to the Surfers. 24-0 already for the Surfers in that first half. Just scored a try in that dying moments of the second half. Perling didn't quite get that one going. Looked like she was looking for that hard runner off her hip, but just didn't come through. So forward pass, and it'll be scrum to Colorado.
Yeah, Surfers looking for that crash line there, but they've given the ball back to Colorado on a bit of a platter here. You know, that first opening kickoff didn't go the way Colorado would have wanted, ending in a free kick to San Diego. They just give it right back. Colorado looking here to get some more momentum in the second half so they can get this scoreline at least a bit more tipped in their favor.
Latnick gets it out of that scrum as it was spinning off to her mates. Better alignment from Colorado, but look at that line from San Diego. The defense flying up, taking away any space that they may have had. Long pass for the Grey Wolves. Making it into a bit more contact now, so maybe a shift as Norcutt just took that one right into a couple of tacklers, but loose ball forced the Surfers to scoop up. Great work to recognize she wasn't held in the tackle, and Shaleski, who scored 2 tries in her first match of the day, gets another one. 21 years of age, out of Salinas, California as a student, and is going to look to convert as well. Off the post, it comes back towards her.
This is where the patience from San Diego is so apparent. They're so content to be on defense until they got their opportunity, and then they find it just like that. And that's beautiful heads-up rugby. Seeing that she's not held, she's able to get back up and maximize the fact that there's no one in the backfield, and gets a 5th try in San Diego's favor.
Restart right on the 10, and the Surfers hop on it first. Tackler's not rolling away. Surfers want to go quickly, so they start with Eleanor Amadei. And they'll swing it wide. Little bit errant. Ends up like it's going to be in the Grey Wolves' hands. Yes, they've stolen this away now. They're going to use that weak side.
21.
Dangerous tackle. Grey Wolves go. They brought some power on. Well, Bear on the pitch now, making her presence felt. It's a bit better from the Grey Wolves. It's a little bit faster from the breakdown. We're still seeing Surfers hop all over it, and there they've snagged it away.
11 offside.
They've got penalty advantage as well, and defend. The Surfers going to put in another one. It's Natalie Figueroa scoring the 6th try for the Surfers as they pile on the score now, really extending that lead, and we've still got plenty of time to go in this matchup against the Colorado Grey Wolves. Conversion is good.
This is night and day from the Surfers' first matchup. Very tight game, resulting in 10-5. But you can tell they've taken lessons from that first game. They found the space that they wanted to work with, and they're finding ways to score more tries and get themselves on the right side of the point differential. in Pool A.
Kick is a bit deep for the Wolves. Finding a little gap there, trying to take advantage of it. San Diego defense is just not letting anything through. Put on some replacements as well, and it's just been more of the same. And touch will have a line out for the Surfers now.
No quick. We'll have the lineup.
Referee letting them know they can't go quick now.
Blue.
Ball's
Red.
been touched. It's a bit too much time. But you can see Colorado just giving up possession into the touchline. You want them to really find some continuity, get on the same page, 1 through 7. They can sing from the same song sheet, get some points on the board.
Their first line out. Struggled in their first match. Now it's done much better, and the kick through. So it's a foot race. Grey Wolves are there first and chooses to kick it back, but then recovers it herself, and some really good individual skill by Allison Casey. Does get stolen away by the Surfers. It's Taylor again. Taylor, just a cool hat trick for her on the weekend. Done really well, the youngster coming into this one. Well, tries for her, and 7th try, I believe, for the Surfers now. There's still time on the clock and the conversion to come.
21. 21. Big step left. Mind your line. There you go.
Kick is low, but across the bar, and that's all that counts.
Yes, I got excited. I'm sorry.
Beautiful try there from Taylor. And you could just see from the turnover, and in sevens, some coaches are very 50-50 on kicks, but this is one that worked out for the Surfers. They were able to see that no one was in the backfield and recover that ball with a great chase, and it has led to a 7th try for the Surfers. We're looking to send the ball again this last minute of this Pool A matchup.
Nice high restart again for the Surfers. Grey Wolves underneath at first, but look at the tussle. And now the Surfers are going to find themselves on the other side of the ball. Grey Wolves go quick because there's no choice. They've got to get something on the board if they can. Have a long way to go. They're on their own 40. They do get a penalty. They go again. Civils offloads. Finds Crawford. Spaces, there's a shooter in the line, but gets caught up, can't get it released. A lot of chatter from the players. Frustrations maybe mounting. Great defense again from the Surfers.
Never on ball.
It seems like there's space in front of the Grey Wolves, but then the speed of the defensive line is shutting it down. Oh, goes for the pick and gets it, gathers it in. Oh, another one. It's just the cherry on top for the Surfers. As Shaleski gets her second, a brace for her in this match. Another young player, just 21 years of age, really coming on strong for the Surfers. And that Alicia and I, we were talking off air, that the talent that we're seeing at the college level and at this level as we stare down the 28 the Olympics, 2033 Rugby World Cup. Of course, we'll have the 29 in Australia first. But so much talent on display. Conversion is good. We'll take a look at this replay. But what a sensational second game for the Surfers here.
The ambition to go for that ball is everything for me, Wendy, especially the waning minutes. You could let this game just play out, however it's going to end, you could decide it's going to end, but Surfers have shown they want to get on the right side of this point differential. Taylor doing everything she can with her hat trick today to make sure that is a story for the Surfers. They're coming out of this matchup 2-0 on the day. Colorado Grey Wolves are still 0-2 heading into Pool A. They'll have another match coming up. They will see the Lions. There's all Surfers all day.
Indeed, all Surfers all day. 50-0 our score. We're going to step away for just a moment, but Pool B action coming. We're going to have Orlando versus the All Blues up next.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and
Welcome back. Got Pool B action for you. Orlando versus Berkeley All Blues. Referee in the center there, Rachel Hill. Orlando in that orange and purple. Maybe that's purple, maybe blue kit. Getting us started. To push it all the way to the back here. May have just put a little too much mustard on that one, so we'll come back to the 50.
Not the way Orlando would have wanted to start this. Ending up defending on their 10 with an attacking opportunity for the All Blues. We know it can be so dangerous on attack. They have so many amazing runners, great ball carriers, and they can really shift the ball out there, Wendy.
All Blues did lose their first match to AGB 22-7. Unexpected loss. He came on quite strong. And Orlando losing to Chicago North Shore 39-0. Tough seed to go against the defending or the runner-up from last year. See All Blues here get it together in their first match of the day. They did sort of continuity, took a bit to get going. Some mishandles, those early matches that we saw this morning. Always hard on Saturday morning when you kick off at 8:40 in the morning. It can be really difficult. So both of these teams probably wanting to try to get the gel together as fast as they can.
Flush it out, flush it out.
Both teams coming off of losses earlier today. I think that they just need to settle. You know, Wendy, they just need to get their hands on straight. They need to figure out how to attack, how to get on the same page. And I think this scrum is a great platform for both sides to find their comfort and find a way to go forward.
Ball squirts out, but Orlando able to make it work. And look, there's a big gap opening up. And look at the footwork off the right, but the left. Oh no, a blade of grass taking down Emily Rahiaga, but she's able to get it in after all. Look at that skill from her. Oh goodness, that brought back bad memories of ACL tears for Wendy. Goodness gracious.
Sometimes there's a sniper out there, Wendy, ready to get you. And
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm afraid right now.
On that.
It was a fear response, but good to see that she was able to get back up. Conversion attempt from Orlando. We go just to the right of the post, but let's take another look at this, Alicia. I'm going to close my eyes.
There we go. Ball in one hand. That means I'm ready to go. I'm ready to attack. You don't know which way I'm going to go, but I'm going to be shifty in it. We see that sniper there, maybe a mound of grass popping up. But all the same, the try is worth 5 points, and Orlando comes out first and on top the first minutes of this Pool B matchup.
And as both of these teams still searching for that first win of the day, always a little bit of, it's not desperation, but you just want to have your best game you can. And there we go, All Blues finding a bit of a gap, and the speed coming here. Look at the pursuit though, coming from behind. Orlando not stopping in the chase. I think it's Horavea is going to get caught from behind, and what a chase that was from the Orlando defender. All Blues coming in waves now, trying to get there really close to the line now. The All Blues just knocking on the door. Orlando trying to get underneath it. You can hear the players calling for them to get underneath it, and they do get underneath it. What a Herculean effort for the first tackler and to get underneath it.
Wendy, we need a bingo card for the day, because having a held up try in sevens, that is not something you see often. But all credit to the defense that worked so hard to get back, get set, and deny the All Blues that try scoring opportunity.
Coach! Absolute grit from Orlando. See in our picture from Next Level Rugby, that production. Look at the work. You watch this scrum on the bottom right side of your screen as well. All Blues get to try again, the wraparound as well. Close combat quarters here. Oh, big hit coming in from Orlando.
Orange,
tries to
off
go for the ball as well. It's going to get penalized. That was Sophia Peach on the big hit. All Blues off to the races. They swing it out to the winger, and they touch it down in the corner. All Blues answer back with a well-worked try. To the corner, so the kick here will be a bit tougher for the All Blues. Orlando didn't make their conversion either. So tied match here.
10 seconds.
Quite a few matches that have been really tight on field 2 today. We've had our first kind of runaway scoreline just a minute ago with San Diego dropping 50. But it's been really tight over here on field 2. That is a great strike, but it's not quite there.
See All Blues here just staying alive because Orlando's lack of discipline in that ruck there. And I just love an easy 2v1. Right, we get the ball to the outside, makes a bit of a harder kick, but all the same, we have a try, and we're lined up at 5 apiece for Orlando and All Blues.
5.5 minutes in this first half. It's in Orlando's hands. Nice ball movement for them. Here comes big tackle, though, from the All Blues. Survive it. Nice offload to keep it alive on the edge. It gets through the gap. Look at the corner tackle at the bottom of your screen, though. Coming for it. Oh, now just sees it. Just saw the recognition. Start to put the brakes on. Gets the bend in. Really well-worked try by Lindsay Perkins. See the recognition. Saw the panic on her face and in her body. Was able to put the brakes on for a moment and then accelerate again. So that deceleration, acceleration of the lower body. Work it all the time as rugby players, and she was able to activate it. But another try for Orlando, and it's another long-range one. Put them up 10-5. Pick here will be almost in the center. Perkins, just 32 years of age, out of Cleveland, Ohio. He's a nurse by day, rugby player by night. That kick is going to be low, but let's take another look.
Orlando here on the attack, just doing everything they can to get the go forward. Just that little baby step to the inside, finds the stride, and you can see Perkins realizing there's a defender right there and able to stop, switch the ball in hand, which is such an amazing skill. Put the ball away from the defender, get the fend up, and amazing work from Perkins to secure another try for Orlando.
Nope, it's been touched, no quick. It's been touched, no
Almost
quick.
got blindsided, you know, so good that she saw her out of the corner of her eye and was able to react so quickly.
Here, no quick. They're not.
The line out
I'm
for the
setting
All
it up.
Blues.
Here.
Stolen by Orlando. Got that paw in front and snagged it. Now Orlando find themselves in a great position. Looking to go to the outside. Gets around the first defender, the second defender. And Orlando, Sarah Skopchansky is going to get in the corner for another really well-worked try from Orlando, all the way from the line out, just through the hands and around on the outside. And you can see the All Blues here just having a little chat maybe about their defense on the bottom of the screen. But Orlando finds themselves in front, have the conversion, and then replay, and we'll probably be into that second half. As you can see, that clock is into the red, but
That's up.
Sarah Skopchansky able to score a scrappy try here for Orlando. Just you can see, look at this from the outside. Again, just backing herself, getting around the defender, getting around a second defender, and not taking no for an answer. Giving her team the third try of the half, and they will head in to their shed, so to speak, with a bunch of momentum headed in Orlando's favor. We'll see what they can do coming up second half.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back, second half. Kick doesn't look like it's gone 10. May have gone into touch, so we'll have redo in the form of a free kick. Orlando, 3 tries in that first half after having to play Chicago North Shore in their first game and losing 39-0. And what a start they've had in this second game for them. All Blues are going to take this one away, finding a bit of space in front of them. Puts the boot in. That bounce is going to not quite be what they'd like. It'll roll into touch. But what a start this has been for Orlando, Alicia.
High risk, high reward there from the All Blues, but Orlando is finding all of their paces today. They're up 15-5 right now, and all these tries were so well worked. You can tell after their opening loss, they found some more continuity. They're on the same page as a team looking to attack here from another line out.
Lineout does better this time to the All Blues. Need to get something going in this second half. Did score in the first half, but wasn't able to convert it. It was all Orlando after that. Nice fight from the All Blues. And looking to go to the corner, but defended very nicely. Orlando will take over. Does very well to stay in bounds, and All Blues get their hands on this, but will come back for the scrum.
Yep.
Referee happy to let the subs roll on here. We just want to inject a bit of pace, especially coming out of halftime. We see a 10-point game here, Wendy, but I think also in sevens, that's really tight. That could be the difference of 1 minute. That's the difference of 1 card, right? All Blues can find their way to claw back into this, but Orlando does look hungry coming out of halftime.
Coach! Bind! Set!
Oh, rickety ball in there. It does come out of the tunnel. It looked like maybe the All Blues were going to get a foot on it. We'll have it again. Should stay with Orlando.
Stop. Yeah! Good shit, Scrap! Okay.
Apologize for any language you're hearing. Picked up on the referee mic.
Coach! Bind! Set!
Orlando in their own end. Lots of movement in the back line. Some unders lines. The overs gets it. He's already scored once, and look, the double fend! Oh, she might have to do it a third time. Gets the offload. Really scrappy stuff from this Orlando side. The All Blues just sticking in it.
Hands in.
Really not making it easy for Orlando. They'll get the penalty, and they'll go quick again. It's Krapshansky again, the leader of the scraps. Gets it off to Peach. Peach will go through the middle, and Sophie Peach will score the Superman try for Orlando, their 4th of the day in this one. Their 4th overall. They lost that first match. It was a goose egg in the first one, but a much better performance from them. They've really turned it around in this second match against the All Blues. All Blues struggling to get that all gas, no brakes going for them that their sister club, the Bay Breakers, are known for. Version does go over.
Orlando gets a full complement of 7 points coming from this try. I imagine they would have done some stiff arm practice here, Wendy, because we've seen a number of stiff arms across the park. And the Superman try, as you said, just a beautiful way to end that. Orlando with everything in this match, and that's their winning lineouts, their winning scrums. They're making their attack and their defense look so good.
Garamillo gets us restarted again. All Blues have a chance here. See if they can work something in this second half. Counter-attack is on for Orlando, but they do well to hold on. right into double tackles. The All Blues looks around to the outside now. Lafferty tries to find some space, but look at this tackle coming in from Orlando, almost pushing her out of bounds as Julia Mortellaro. The All Blues just find themselves going backwards and now inside their own 22. Put the foot to it. Nobody's at home. Nicely picked up by Orlando. Sturridge gets it off through the winger. All Blues in for the steal. Doesn't come. Orlando will recycle again. Just a little knock on. It'll be a scrum to the All Blues.
Orlando looking to find some organization. And they have a bit of scrappy attack, which is where they have found some success. But off of the ball, everyone needs to work equally as hard as everyone with the ball in hand. Hands up, organization. But you can just see the Orlando attack was just a bit too flat there to have any real options.
Fresh legs on. Last minute of this match. Orlando in the driver's seat for sure, 22-5 as it stands, but All Blues with ball in hand. Roskowski will try to get some fire underneath them. Gonna put in the grubber. Let's have some speed behind her. Orlando there first. All Blues seem to have been off their feet, and Orlando wants to keep going here. With that first loss on the board, if they want to try to get into a quarterfinal, they do need to score some points, just in case it does come down to that. But All Blues get the penalty. Onum goes to the right side after the tap and go. All Blues stacked very deep here. See if they can find a hole. There's a little half gap. Dummy, double dummy. Now the offload comes. Tries to get the offload to the open player. He's just swarmed by Orlando.
Advantage.
Penalty advantage for offside.
Back up!
All Blues still alive, trying to get more points on the board. Out to the edge, a hard line. Powering through all the way to the line, the All Blues get a second try. It took a bit to build, but they get it, and it's through. Sierra Lafferty, 30 years of age, out of Oakland, California. She barrels over the line. Get them to 10 points. Conversion attempt will end this game. Orlando will go on with a win on the day, and All Blues we left searching for a win. Conversion will go wide.
All Blues working so hard for that last try, but the game was all Orlando coming in. And you could see they learned a lot of lessons from their first matchup, which was a loss, but the second one was a W for them. So many tries have come from just team effort. And you could see All Blues looked to have a few answers, but they only found 2 on the day compared to the 4 tries from Orlando. Just 1 try in the first half, 1 try in the second. All Orlando, I think they really set themselves as a massive contender, Wendy, in this pool of 16 teams competing for 1 cup, and Orlando has stamped their want to be known on the day.
Absolutely have. Taking this one 22-10.
Gray's kicking off.
We will have coming up for you. Pool C, Chicago Lions bonus track taking on Boston. Chicago Lions bonus track will be coming up for you in just a moment. We'll step away. Just checking our scoreboard here, and Chicago Lions bonus track, they did come in as that one of those seeds that had to be filled essentially, so that's why the Lions have 2 matches. There was 1 team that dropped out. They did play Scion, and lost 45-0, so a tough one to start their day on. And then Boston
Run away.
lost their first match as well. Phoenix 21-7.
For the field to be clear. Okay.
Both of these teams as well still looking for that win on the day.
Blue, ready.
A referee in the center of this one, Audrey Sharfstein. Big start though for the Chicago Lions. Gonna fly through and score an early statement try right off the kickoff, and that's absolutely how you want to start your day when you haven't had a chance to get a win under your belt. What a start that is for Hannah Roth, 22 years of age out of Cedar Falls, Iowa. She'll attempt the conversion as well. Conversion is up. AR flag is up when we hear that whistle as well.
All within 50 seconds, Wendy. You don't get much more of an individual try than what we're looking at right here. Off of the kickoff, just in full stride, Hannah finds her way to the try line, and she's no stranger to scoring tries and adds the extra compliment for Chicago to come away with 7 points in the opening minute of this match.
Bonus track, it's a short kick that Boston, Boston plays it, so it does go back towards the Lions.
I'm gonna go back to the knock.
Yeah, let's just start that all over, right? Let's just have a scrum, and some shenanigans happened here, but it'll be a bonus track scrum way up, so they can pick up a little bit of territory there.
Okay, first scrum of the day. Hooker's hook.
It's a great platform here for Chicago. Bonus track to attack off of. They have the put in, and then off the put in, they'll have a right-handed pass to their backs to attack space. We'll see if they go center or out wide, Wendy.
They go to the left side into the hands of number 10. Apologize, don't have that player on our roster. He breaks through though and gets the attack on that front foot for the bonus track. Look at this crisp passing into Long's hands again. Now they've got the full width of the field, but look at this, Boston in their face causing that dropped ball, but play on is the call. Boston will try from their own end. Oh, great work with the feet. Keeps it in bound as well. Flag has gone up.
Bye, Blue.
Assistant referee there deemed that one into touch. We can see what Boston's trying to do. That's looking to get the offload away. It doesn't pull off this time, but I hope they keep up that sort of game. Sevens could be such an interesting, fun game to watch, especially when we can get the offloads and we can see the continuity on both sides.
Overthrow. Boston will pick it up on the bounce. It's great work to get around the first defender. The offload is gorgeous off the hip. Into Yoder's hands, the captain. Julia Yoder going to take it the full length from their own end and get them on the board. Tied here with the conversion to come. It will be tough from the corner, but what a try there from the captain, Julia Yoder. See the fans out trying to find a bit of shade. Not too hot down there in Cottage Grove, Wisconsin, but the humidity making it feel much warmer than it is. 75 degrees, but about high 80s humidity, causing that temperature to feel like low 80s. Overall, that kick not going to be there, so we'll keep it at 5-5, Alicia.
Boston here looking like the queens of some heads-up rugby. Just the overthrow on that line-out leading to that try. Credit to Ava Hughes, the defender, who tried to track down that one, keep it wide, but Boston coming away with 5 points. Conversion wasn't good, but Yoder just on the outside, just keeping their team in this game.
Yeah, crawling their way into this one. Bonus track, get it back. Off the restart, trying to use that little 5-meter channel. Keep those defenders tight if they can. Now they'll release it across the field. Finds another little seam, does number 10, but gorgeous offload with hands in her face. Hamelin finding a bit of a struggle there, but the penalty comes. They'll go fast with it. It's Roth looking for a second. Roth gets her second of the day. Smart play off the penalty, knowing that Boston wasn't heads up on getting back 10, able to get it across the line, take that lead back 10-5 over Boston. Roth will look to attempt the conversion again. Just seeing that scoreboard out of the corner of my eye, so I think they did make that first conversion. Bonus track, so now has the chance to try to get the second and keep it perfect on the day. 2 converted tries for bonus track.
What incredible work here. And again, heads up rugby to just make this would-be poacher end up on the ground. Referee calls the penalty. And that's just some of the dark arts of the game that you find with these experienced players. As I said before, Roth is no stranger to the try line, has so much experience behind her, and it's going to find a way for both Chicago sides to come out likely on top as they're looking to do as a program.
From advantage for bonus track is that knocked on the restart attempt. Austin trying to get the steal. Not going to happen this time. And to get it out to the winger, Denner, really well to keep it in bounds. Now finding another gap in the middle. Hamelman got some help on the outside if she needs it. Doesn't look like she's going to. And bonus track getting some extra tunes from them today as they put another one on the board. Their third. This second match for them of the day. We'll see action. Austin needing to get something happening in this first half.
Move over a little bit.
May take us to the first half whistle. See what our referee Sharfstein has on her clock, but the conversion attempt to come.
Chicago bonus track finding a third try in this half. They are really all wind in their sails heading into the second half. We'll see what they can make of it as we come through halftime into second half.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back, 2026 USA Club Sevens. And to our second round of women's matches with men's matches to follow. Just getting our day going, really. We've got all kinds of action for you across the weekend. That kick from the bonus track is going to roll into touch, but we've got finals starting tomorrow. We'll have knockouts starting tomorrow. full slate of rugby for you. Appreciate you watching on the USA Club Rugby YouTube channel with production by Next Level Rugby. This one, bonus track, put on 19 points in the first half. Now they steal that line out.
Okay. No one in the tunnel. There needs to be somebody at the 5. Scrum. Scrum call.
Interesting and underutilized call there.
Oh, sorry.
It looks like Orlando did not have a receiver.
Okay. No, it's a free kick.
Oh, referee.
Free kick. No scrum on free kicks. Thank you.
Okay, referee determining scrum option is not allowed on a free kick, so Boston will restart with a free kick.
Boston will just tap and have a go at it. Only 5 points for them, the lone try. Coming from Yoder, it was a long distance one from their captain, but need to get
Knocked on.
rolling if they can here. It's not going to happen through those hands, unfortunately, so it'll be a scrum, the bonus track.
Time's off. Subs.
Funny enough, Wendy, we ended up with a scrum back at where we started, which was the original request from the teams. This one will be going to Chicago, and you can see the hands were up. Boston was ready for that ball, but just couldn't handle it. Was able to regather, but nonetheless, it was a knock-on and scrum to Chicago bonus track.
See some fresh legs on. Faith Layden takes over the scrum half there, but look at the pressure from Boston. Really trying to apply it at scrum time. Gap opens up in the defense. Denner is able to get a little half break. Double roll the call, so Boston will go through. Trying to go fast, trying to do a tempo.
Scrum. Scrum. Scrum call. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Sub. Time's off. Subs.
I'm trying not to grab your hair, I'm just letting you know, but it's sometimes difficult.
Okay. Let's make sure we're driving straight.
Coming up, we'll have Pool D, Dallas Harlequins versus WAC. We'll switch over to our men's action. Start Pool E, it'll be the Austin Blacks versus the Detroit Tradesmen. Big shove from Boston, but it's not done legally. They've gone straight up as the call from the referee.
It has to be a kick. Okay. Final warning. Okay. Final warning.
Really tight calls from our referee here on what she's looking for. Now Boston will get us going with the switch into Yoder's hands. She scored that lone try. Feels like so long ago now. 10th minute of this match. Boston clock going against them. Need to get opportunities in front of them, but taken away. Bonus track. Now I feel like we're into the secret tracks, learning what type of music they play when no one's looking. Oh, big hit coming in, but they didn't finish the tackle, so she's able to bounce out of it. Gets the offload into 15's hands. They're inside the 22 now. Nice little wraparound. Goes all the way around the outside. Kaylee Lapice is going to score on a really nice team try. I think almost everybody touched that one, and the secret track is no longer a secret track. You know what they're cooking with now. Conversion attempt to be on the outside, but fourth try for the bonus track. What a turnaround from their first match when they lost to Scion 45-0. Tough match to go up against Scion, though. One of the top seeds every year at USA Club Sevens.
Use it.
Corpitz will try to attempt as well off that left foot. It's not going to go through.
Wendy, this try really had everything here with the wraparound. Just the ability for these players to back themselves from the outside. Corpitz able to dot that one down, but as you said, that was a team try, worked through all of the hands, and the whole team was able to stay on the front foot and singing from the same shog sheet, as is their bonus track.
Thanks for picking that up for me, Alicia.
Anything for you, Wendy.
Boston on the restart. Been pinned down, and the coin has not flipped their way in this match. There's a big seam opening up, but the tackle from behind, what effort that was. Stops that potential. Big hole in the middle, though. And this one, now Boston surely will get one in. Erin Holy, she does get chased down from behind. Looking for the support. It does come in the form of Liz Sykes. Getting closer, Boston now. This is their best field position they've had, and oh my! A bulldozer just came through and took that ball away. That's a heartbreaker, and the fend at the throat of Yoder. Somehow she survives that. Has a larynx hopefully still in place. Oh no! Rib breaker's coming in now. Oh my goodness. See if that player is able to get back up. Hopefully she's all right. Off into the distance goes Patir. Look at that. Josie does around the pitch. Tackle from behind. It's going to be tall, though. Dangerous tackle. And oh my, Alicia.
What do you think we call that tackle style from behind with the jump? A spider monkey, maybe?
Yeah.
Not maybe the best technique if you want to bring someone down, but the effort was there. Let's have another look at this one. Yes, just the full hop on. It ended up high. Unlucky for Boston. You can tell they are wanting to stay on the front foot. They do want to get possession back of this ball so they can see what they can make of it in the second half. The ball ends up back in Chicago's hands with an attacking scrum, the bonus track side.
Well, and there's been some discussion about that, like, hip drop also. Oh, bonus track's going to bust through here. Another great try for the bonus track. Faith Ladden's going to go underneath the post, but that hip drop at the end is what I think a lot of folks are starting to be concerned about. It's a judo move, right? And it's a great skill to have, but you're dropping all your weight, and they can really pull the ball carrier back in a really unsafe way. And I wonder if that's something that World Rugby might take up in the future.
We have seen some laws have come in to protect the bottom half knee joints, ankle joints, especially in rucks, and you'll see that in 15s. But yeah, Wendy, you're right.
Take a look at this replay as bonus track 29-5.
Final play. Final play.
You can see Chicago with this feed in here. Faith coming in to give her team another try. Their point differential will definitely be headed in Chicago bonus track's favor. And all credit to a side, a program that's able to bring two teams that can perform just as well as each other.
Boston does get one last attempt here. The referee, we can hear it on the replay. There was time for a restart. The clock is very strict in sevens.
Grade 12.
Now Chicago Lions bonus track getting penalized, so Boston.
It has to be a kick. You can't tap it. Turnover. It has to be a kick.
Very tight interpretation. I believe the law book does say it just has to leave your hand.
Scrum. Scrum to gray. Yes.
This will give bonus track another chance.
It has to be kicked through the mark. It can't just be tapped. Yep.
Wendy, it is 50-50 for me here with my prediction. Do we think bonus track is going to just kick it out, or do you think they're going to go for another try?
Go for the glory. No, kick it out. Let's get some rest.
3-4 offsides.
They get another penalty, so now they'd have to tap and kick it into touch if they'd like. There's the tap, and then they do end this. Let's get into touch. The Chicago Lions bonus track get their first win of the weekend, and it's a big one, 29-5 over Boston. Take a look at a couple of these tries.
Chicago bonus track, just everything going in their favor today. Their effort, their alacrity, their enthusiasm on attack, but also their want and their, at times, desperation to get the ball back. They lead to some discipline issues, but they still found a way to come ahead 29-5 in their second pool match.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys.
Welcome back to 2026 USA Club Sevens. We're just rounding out our second round of pool match play. This one we've got Dallas Harlequins versus the Washington Athletic side. Pool D action. I'm going to head right into our men's action after this. This one, WAC had one win on the day. And then Dallas Harlequins, feather in their cap, took out Life West 19-10. This is Dallas Harlequins' long time reappearance at the Club 7, so what a fantastic start for the Dallas Harlequins that was.
No, this pool is absolutely wide open, Wendy. As you mentioned, both teams, they got the win. Dallas with that huge win, 19-10 over Life West. And this game is really going to see who's going to take the stranglehold of the pool, who wants the number one spot. But as I said, this pool is wide open, so we should have a great game on our hands.
Referee in the center for this one. He just shared Ike as a feisty one is Liz Malazita. She gets us underway. WAC is in the blue and white. They've got the white on the shoulders, and then the Quins. You have the Harlequins Quinn kit. If you're not familiar with rugby, that's a very common kit that you'll see from the Quins. Kick here. Be a line out for WAC.
It's going to be interesting how both teams start this game. Unlike the last game we just watched where both teams coming off a loss, both teams coming off a win. So it's going to be more so how can they carry the momentum from their first game into this one.
Quins want to go quickly. Then push it wide. Another whistle comes in, so just a small knock on, so it'll be a WAC scrum. Puts them in a really good spot.
Yeah, a little bit frantic to start the game. We see simple error there. We had the kickoff that bounced and went into touch. So both teams maybe trying to ease back into it slightly. I think it's really going to be which team gets on the board first.
Copeland with the put in. She was really great in her first match. WAC finding some space here. Oh, the offload's not going to quite go to hand. It stays with Washington Athletic, and there's Copeland. She's so athletic and dangerous and smart. See if the referee's going to maybe do something about that hit at the end there, but a really well-worked try for Washington Athletic, and Cindy Copeland gets them off on the right foot.
Yep, you said it. Copeland, bit of individual brilliance there. It was scrapping. There was a loose ball on the ground after Meacham's pass didn't find a player. But yeah, great work from Copeland. Saw the space, took it on herself, as we're going to watch the replay there. Pass doesn't go the hand, goes behind Egan. Then Copeland's there to pick it up. Great jink to the left, and then the stiff arm came out. And great work to get the first points on the board for the 5th seed WAC.
Restart nice and high. Wins underneath it. Armstrong just hunted down, though, by WAC. That Seneca friend. Yes, the captain just gets her. They steal this one. WAC putting themselves in great position. It's Copeland again. Oh, my goodness, the footwork from Copeland. She just dances her way in there. Oh, sensational from that youngster.
What a brilliant team try, though. Just the tenacity off the restart to go over and steal the ball at the ruck. That was great play from the number 8, Barber. And then, yeah, Copeland again. Isn't she good? She's certainly going to be one to watch as this tournament goes on. Great heads-up play. Saw that they over-pursued on defense and then cut the ball back on the inside and centered it. Brilliant from the number 10.
2 tries just like that for Washington Athletic. Twins need a little bit of that magic that they had in their first match where they beat Life West. Good start here. Armstrong goes long with it. Look at this, WAC just taking away any inch of space or breathing room that the Quins have to work with. They're going to have to find a way, maybe work in these close quarters. And there's another steal attempt from Washington. They don't get it this time, so Quins keep it alive. We'll come back for the penalty.
They're up so quickly, Washington Athletic. The Harlequins haven't been able to move out of their half so far, but they're going to need to. 2 scores down. This is their really first bit of possession that they've had.
Massive hit coming in. It was Friend again. She's not a friend of the Quins. Now the counter ruck attempt, just slowing everything down for the Quins. Waller's able to get it out. Try to salvage something here, but not going the Quins' way so far in this first half. Been pinned down in their 22 for a bit now. To find something on the edge. There's the counter attack, the counter ruck attack from WAC, but they're penalized one more time. They're going to have to be careful with this tactic. The referee penalized it twice now. Armstrong takes it herself. This is front forward ball for the Quins, the first time in this match, but stolen away by Kendra Young. But there comes the whistle, and here comes some cards. The cheese is out.
Too many penalties. Too many team penalties. 3 team penalties in a row. That's what it's for.
Cheese certainly is out. Too many penalties, and WAC have been punished. Perfect opportunity for the Harlequins to get the ball and get themselves back into this game.
A chance here. They just get pushed into touch, though. Can't take this momentum where it seems right now. They've got to take advantage of this yellow card if they can.
They really do, Wendy. This is a big point in this game. You know, sevens matches, they're so short to gamer runs, and with 2 minutes to go in this first half, they really need something. I'd love to just see them keep a hold of the ball, keep some possession of it. There's WAC all over them at the moment, even though they're a woman down.
Off the top, but coming through the line, there's a little bit of disruption for Copeland. She does get it out to Meacham. Meacham busting through the line. The fen was true. Does have in pursuit, but Meacham, Alex Meacham's going to go to the line. 21 years of age out of Tucson, Arizona, scoring for WAC. They get on the board one more time.
What a score from Alex Meacham. Left hand says, no thank you. Don't argue with Alex Meacham. What a score, and that's a short-handed try for Washington Athletic. They've been piling on the points, and even though they've been a little bit undisciplined on defense, oh, what a conversion as well, by the way. That makes it 17 unanswered points, and the Harlequins, they have not been able to do what they did in their first game. As we watch it back, Meacham, see the left arm out, don't argue. The number 4 then puts on the burners. Still had quite a lot to do, but a great score from WAC.
Twins again, they're going to be under the pump one more time. That restart, not quite as deep as we've seen, but it's just going to pin them back. They've struggled to get out of here. Nice little kick dummy. I love seeing that from the players. Oh gosh, just hunted down by Kendra Young. Now WAC steals it. Not done legally though. Twins have to go fast here. Gotta try to take advantage of the 6th player. 1 player down for WAC. Time is ticking. Twins look a little frantic now. Armstrong shows the dummy. Did she get around? Meacham. No, Meacham up for the task. Here we go to the corner though. It's the wingers. The goose step not quite on. The dying moments of this first half, the Quins. Have they gotten that into touch? WAC survives that first half. They hold the Quins out 17-0. The Quins have been in it. You've seen some moments. But WAC 17-0 in front of the Quins will step away for the second half.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping...
Welcome back. Second half. WAC versus Dallas Harlequins. Been a lot of Washington Athletic scores. They've been quite individual effort. Really spectacular stuff. The Quins, though, almost scoring in that last moments of the first half. They want to build off that momentum if they can. WAC did have a yellow card, so they're back to full strength now. See what they can do with it in this second half. Washington Athletic can test those edges. Now it's out to Seneca Friend. She gets it out to her winger. Big contact comes in. Gets through the first. Barrels her way through the second. WAC so quick to reload. It's been really polished. They're one of the top seeds for the weekend, expected to challenge and put their way through the quarterfinals at the least, and definitely on the hunt for a semifinal. It's early in the day to be talking like that, but this is a side that puts their vision board out there. There's Copeland. She's already had 2 on this match and 2 in the match before that. Looking for another one as she adds her name to the score sheet one more time and cleans up a sweet little hat trick.
Sydney Copeland take a bow. 3 tries in this game. And Wendy, I think you summed it up perfectly. Polished. WAC look absolutely humming right now. Their reload is brilliant. And just across the board, we saw earlier their defense could get a little bit over the top at times, but it was really overwhelming. And it's been a complete team performance so far, backing up their 22-5 win earlier in the day versus Philadelphia. As we look back at that try again, it came after a lot of phase play, really. This was about the 4th or 5th phase play. And from there, just great support. Copeland bumped off 2 defenders. And from there, we know once she's in space, she's going to find the chalk.
Add to their score. 4 tries for WAC. Now the pressure comes on the restart as well. Winds have come up with it. They're going to be deep in their own end. Now comes the penalty. Off to the races, the Quins. What can they do with it here? With just a few minutes left in the second half. It's Armstrong with the dummy that's sold down the river. She does have 1 in pursuit. A little bit of support in this second dummy. Armstrong with confidence from this youngster. Oh my goodness, a long-range try for the Quins, and that's 1 for the highlight reel.
2 show and goes. What a score from Tony Armstrong as she hypes up her bench. Brilliant individual play from the Quins. And number 21. We thought the first show and go was something. How about the second to send the pursuer the other way? What a score. Just what the doctor ordered for the Harlequins. What a dummy. Left the defender on the ground. And then she was away. We thought she could get tackled. How about another dummy? Wow, brilliant score.
Cheeky stuff, love it. Only just 33 years of age. I'm a little tongue-in-cheek with the youngster, but from Lubbock, Texas. Gets them on the board. Now WAC gets a restart, their first of this match since the first one they received. 24 points for them already. They look to move their way through this really contentious pool. And another little seam opening up for WAC. Danielle Fogg finding the space there, but just knocked on the deck. Will slow things down a little bit and give Quins the scrum.
I think that's what Washington has been really good at, is finding those little seams and half gaps when as soon as there is a small break in the defense or someone shoots up out of the line, they're very good at identifying where the space is and then exploiting it. Just that one pass too many from Fogg, but once more, great signs from the WAC attack.
Big shove coming from WAC. It's going to be driving up, so it'll be free kick for the Quins. They can build on that momentum from Armstrong's double dummies. Some fresh bodies in for WAC. Ia Tiapua is in. Now just going against the grain, the Quins. Trying to find any little gaps that they can try to take advantage of. There's a small one. The offload is good. Here comes the counter ruck, though. Go straight through. No harm, no foul. Quins will just take it from the base. A little bit of 15 style there. Now they'll push it out to the support, and the kick comes in. Nobody's at home, and we're going to have a Usain Bolt race here. And WAC gets there first. Sorry, I should have said Shakari Richardson. I just couldn't think of her name fast enough. And now WAC recover this. Into Seneca Friend's hand. He gets it out to the edge. This is where they're really dangerous. It's Fogg again. Does have Friend on the inside. Friend will take it from the base. Just powerful running from WAC. Double tackle comes in to stop Friend from getting at the line. Oh, what a deft pass that is. Just flat across the line. And Emily Barber, the captain, will score for WAC.
There's a lot of tired bodies out there, but what a great score from WAC. The physicality on display, as you mentioned, the Shakari Richardson speed, or how about the Zoe Hobbs speed to get to that loose ball with the kick through. They were first to it. And then how about the composure? They were able to compose themselves, set it up again, make inroads into the 22, and then they were able to get to the score. So watch what physicality from Seneca Friend. She's been really good in this game. And as you mentioned, Wendy, the deft pass to find the free player and get over for another try.
So much confidence to make that pass right there. All the player has to do is just whack it. You know, the defender, just such confidence to be like, nope, I'm going to slot this right into her gut and she's going to fall across the line. That's just skill.
And oftentimes, try line fever can be such a huge one there. So just to have the presence of mind to find the player, really good from Washington.
A couple of moments left here in this match. Just under a minute. Quins have another go. Sensational Tony Armstrong try. Can't be their last one for sure. And oh no, Sydney Copeland's got her mitts on it. This spells danger. She's going to go in for her fourth try. She's going to just keep being their key player. She's just always in the right place at the right time and is just athletic enough to make magical things happen.
She's so dangerous. And the fact that she played the entire game, 14 minutes, if she's going to back that up throughout this tournament, Washington are going to be so dangerous.
WAC takes this one 34-7. Step away for a moment, and I'm going to take a break, but I'll be back later.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back to the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships. We are just about ready to rock and roll here. The second match of the day for both of these squads. I'm Tim Wilkes, joined up in the booth by Ike Wrigley out of Lindenwood University. We are ready to go. That is the Detroit Tradesmen. Ball in hand right here with the kick. They're 1-0 with their 19-14 win over the Denver Barbarians earlier. They're able to put this one up high, and Bontrager, the big man, 6'4", gets up there and snags it and gets possession to start things off here for the Detroit Tradesmen. The number 8 seed, a little disappointed last year with a 6th place finish, but again, a big-time win over a tough Denver squad earlier has them in a great position. They'll pull this one out of there through Michael Andrews. Now center the pitch. We'll try to split the teeth of the defense there. But held up. A little bit of space on the left, but they'll turn, come back to the right-hand side. Ahmad Harajli had 2 tries earlier in the day. Big spark for him. Back center the pitch through Spizak. Get it out there. Cialo, the captain. Junior Cialo keeps it alive, and finally there with the offload. Gets things going back off to the right. Nice little fake there from Harajli. Up the gut, and he's going to take it the distance for the first try of the match. Ahmad Harajli from Dearborn takes it in. His 4th appearance here in the Nationals. Another try, 3rd of the tournament.
Good afternoon, Tim. It's good to hear from you again, and it's certainly good to see that man back on our screens. Ahmad Harajli, his 3rd try of the tournament already, and that one looked exactly like his others. He is so dangerous in the middle of the field, broken play. Once the tradesmen have worked a team down through phases and they're looking to try and set back up defensively, that's where he thrives. So a great score for the tradesmen, and they drew first blood against the Blacks.
Austin Blacks, again coached by Kurt Morath with his MLR experience and international experience. A squad perennial powerhouse on the 15 circuit, sending multiple squads. Only squad in the country to ever send a Division 1, 2, and 3 to the national championships. They have ball in hand here. A couple extra players with MLR experience in hand as well. This time they're able to break the midfield stripe and find some space here on the near side of the pitch. Strong work, gray on gray numbers there for the Blacks. We'll work hard to try and get you some names here shortly. Beautiful little skip pass comes to fruition off the bounce. A good defense set here from Detroit. A little bit of space on the far side, just gonna fling that one back in, looked forward, and referee agrees as well. So Ike, we see a little bit from the Blacks there, but just couldn't finish it off with the little exclamation point. Detroit, strong defense in that first game, showing it here as well.
Mark here, boys.
Yeah, but that was promising from the Blacks. They had the ball in hand. They looked dangerous when they went wide. How about Warren Bontrager on the wing? They couldn't get around the big man. They ended up flinging it back inside, and it was a forward pass. But the Blacks, that was promising from them. Interestingly, the tradesmen, they had a number of shooters in that defensive line. There were some gaps, so let's look to see if that's going to continue as the game goes on, and if Austin can capitalise on that.
So after just a few minutes, Bontrager off the pitch. Our first scrum of the match. See bottom of the screen there, that's Drake Davis, number 22, former LSU football wide receiver, 6'4", 250, back in 16 and 17, spent 2 years with the SaberCats, and last year with Seattle. Keep an eye on him as well. Here come the tradesmen again. Backhanded pass, a little bit awry there, trickles all the way out into touch, and that's going to set up with an excellent opportunity for Austin on the line out.
Tradesmen just couldn't execute there.
Kurt Morath, the Austin Blacks head coach, GN International. Tongan International. Repping the Blacks gear there in the black and white. Again, Austin missed out on this tournament last year. Were able to sneak in a little bit as the Dallas Harlequins use an ineligible player in the second tourney. Blacks, Johnny on the spot, they are right here to try to make their presence felt in Wisconsin. Skip pass, goes awry. Semi Moala scoop this one up, and the MLR vet opens things on the far side of the pitch. Nice job stepping on the brakes there from Miles and getting it back to Seme Moala again. Take the hard path, gets hit down. Strong work from the Blacks. Now the tradesmen look to recycle this one back. 2 minutes away from halftime. Already up by 7. Our previous try scorer, Harajli. Scooped up by Tiape. DJ takes it in, but I think we're going to have an offsides call here. Let's listen into the referee.
Neck roll. So recommend yellow card. 11.
Penalty going against the Austin Blacks there, Ike. Let's take a look.
Neck roll.
Referee says potentially a neck roll.
Time on.
I have to be honest, Tim, I'm not sure if I saw the neck roll. It was high on the clear out. However, I don't think the player was rolled. It just looked like his momentum took him to the side and the hand was around the neck.
Yeah, it was kind of a backhanded kind of wrap around the neck there. It's Anthony Rice that gets dinged with a penalty, but I'm not sure if that is the right player getting the call. As we see, he couldn't quite see the number. That's Logan Legg, possibly. So here we go. Back in action. Harajli's going to go with the quick tap after things got a little discombobulated there in the scrum. Not back 10, says the referee. And a second yellow card coming. So like 7 on 5 for the final minute.
Wow. Catastrophe for the Austin Blacks, going from bad to worse. 2 men down. There's going to be acres of space, especially off a scrum. You've got 2 men in the bin. There's going to be plenty of space out wide. It's going to see if the tradesmen are able to walk in, and that's crucial. End of the first half, they're going to be able to go up 2 scores potentially. You take a look again, not back 10 from the original penalty.
Harajli gets it in and out quickly. DJ to Ape over the 22-meter line, shedding tacklers in his wake. Harajli quickly takes it. Awala couldn't hang on to it. Break here for the Blacks. Maybe Davis going to be able to get to that one. Couldn't quite hang on. Suma Breeze on the defensive end there for the Blacks. It is knocked on, so another opportunity here for Detroit with the scrum. And the Blacks have got to dig deep here. They need this defensive stand desperately.
They really do, Tim. That was good from them to start. I personally don't know why Detroit decided to go back inside. They do have their hot steppers, but they have plenty of space wide. And when you're a man up, or even 2 men up in 7s, when you're able to stretch the defense and get them working side to side, that's where the gaps open up. So that's what they need to do this close to the line.
In the hands there, almost offsides by the opposing scrum half. Beautiful little fake there from DJ to Ape to take it in. He's been outstanding to start this match and gets in with the exclamation point for the second half.
Yeah, your first yellow's back.
Yep, that was lovely. That's the other thing. If you've got plenty of space, that means the defence are going to set wider in order to compensate. And that means there is space up the inside, just like DJ Ta'ape showed there.
Strong kick through the uprights, and it's a 14-0 lead for Detroit to start things off, and we will step aside. We've still got the second half coming your way. We thank you so much for joining us in Wisconsin. We'll be right back with more.
So first.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear.
Welcome back to the Madison United and Wisconsin Rugby Sports Complex here in Madison, Wisconsin. Tim Wilkes and Ike Wrigley taking you through all of the action here. Detroit Tradesmen on top 12-0 here against the Austin Blacks. Tradesmen there in their patented blue unis on the front foot to start this one off through Gavin Spizak, and they'll spin it out to the far right-hand side. Quick knock on there will give us our first break, and there Ike in the first half. Detroit Tradesmen had the 2 tries. The Blacks played decent. We saw a couple little sparks from them. The Blacks have a couple MLR players. They are matched by the Detroit Tradesmen, and that experience showed there in the first half.
It certainly did, and the experience showed up when it was needed with the 2 yellow cards. The Austin Blacks found themselves 2 men down, provided a massive opportunity for the Tradesmen, and they were able to get up 2 scores. Now, with a full-strength side, what can Austin do? They need possession. They've got it. What can they do from here?
This first one, little skip pass. Finds its target eventually, and now a break through the center of the pitch. Over the 10-meter line. Set up something here on the near side. Through the hands they come, all the way out to Davis. He's just going to have to pass this one back in. Beautifully done. Around there. Good work from the Tradesmen. Try to hold this one up and now settle it back in. Wraparound pass finds its target here for Austin. A break through the center. Final pass hits the target. Cannot get brought down, and a easy try to start this one off. Exactly what the Blacks needed as they get their first one on the board.
You said it, Tim. Exactly what they needed to get back into this game. And that one came off the back of keeping the ball alive in broken play. As we watch this conversion about to go through. But certainly what they needed was a great job on the wing from Drake Davis to keep the ball alive with the jump pass on the inside. And from there, they just kept the ball in hand, didn't allow it to go to the ground so that the Tradesmen could reset their line as we see one offload coming in. Yeah, just great work. Just great work. Another great offload. And then great feet. And they go over. They're back in this one, Tim.
Don't have the exact number. I believe that's Alex Lopetti there. 4 years with the New Orleans Gold, last year with the Legion. 5'11", 230. And shows his power and pace to take it the distance there. Gets them back within 7. And both teams at full strength. Everything here to play for. Blacks still looking for their first win of the tournament. They've got to get this one if they still have hopes at the championship later this weekend. There's the whip pass in, a forward pass, and the advantage is over. Here come the Austin Blacks. Big old goose step, and they'll spin it back to the near side, trying to get those blue jerseys working back and forth. Hospital pass, beautifully struck there. Big time tackle coming in from the Detroit Tradesmen. I think that was Carmona, Mexican international, that was able to make that big hit, jar it loose, and give the Tradesmen another crack at it. Big fan coming in from Gavin Spizak, and he's going to take this one the distance between the posts and in. The Detroit native out of Michigan State University extends the lead for the Tradesmen.
What a great try from Gavin Spizak, but brilliant defense from the Tradesmen. Now, we've seen defensively, they love to take away space from their opponents. Unlike other Sevens teams, where they may choose to sit off and drift wide and catch teams napping on the edges, the Tradesmen like to get up in your face, and it works exactly like that. It forces loose passes and means that they can get on the ball quickly to allow for their dynamic players, just like Spizak, to put their right arm out and go under. As we see, they won the ball back wide, and then they got it in the hands of their dynamic number 15. He said, no, thank you. And he went under the post for a great score.
Benson Salem there, one of the speedsters for the Austin Blacks on the 15 side, just could not make the tackle. That one goes out all the way into touch, so we'll bring it back to the center of the pitch for a free kick for the Austin Blacks, who've got about 4 minutes or so left in this one. As you see a referee take a look at the watch. Ike for Austin. We've seen them a couple times do some magic with ball in hand. Just got to make sure that they can retain possession time and time again. And little mistakes like that starting to shoot them in the foot, but putting things together a little bit now. Spin this one back. Here comes Salem again. Put on the brakes. A little stop and go, trying to make some his own space out there. Into contact they come. Here comes Lopetti. Center of the pitch, they'll recycle. See Bontrager shooting up on defense. That kick through is going to open up with a ton of space out there. Davis on the right-hand side as well, but they'll split the defense and take it right under the post. The Blacks again with a huge response, dotting it down, getting try number 2 on the day.
Give them space, boys.
Very much needed from the Blacks. These last few minutes in this half are essentially their tournament if they want to make it into the knockouts, and that's exactly what they needed. What I would love to see them do is when we watch, because Detroit come up, as we saw Bontrager there shoot out of the line, because they come up so quickly in defense, I would love to see them reset quickly on the other side and reverse play, as oftentimes Detroit have too many men up on one side. So if they can reverse play and go back the other way, I think they could see some more openings.
Anthony Rice with the kick to himself, able to scoop it up and take it the distance. He had the yellow card earlier in the match and missed a couple minutes. He's making his presence felt here in the second half. Great job with the kicks and the conversions there for the Blacks as they are within 7 points still. Work to get that clock back situated for you. Should be about 2 to 3 minutes left in this match. Penalty there, it's going to come here to Enrique Carmona, 5'11", 27-year-old. Tap this one and get it going there. Semi Moala runs over one, steps over a second before offloading it back to Carmona. Strong work to secure possession and look for space on the far right-hand side to Jay Miles. It's his target in stride. Plenty of space down the sideline for Michael Andrews with the fend. Pops back up to his feet, and he's going to stroll in to take another try. Every time the Blacks score, Detroit's right there to respond. Beautiful work. 12-point lead.
Yeah, it's game after kick.
What a score from Andrews. What an individual effort. That looked way harder than he made it look. Couple defenders on him. And then how about the stop and start? Absolutely stopped his momentum. Let the defender fly past him. And he was able to finish it off with the swan dive. I hope he hasn't injured himself in the process with the dive. Detroit certainly need him later on. But that's probably going to seal it for the tradesman.
Kick off the mark, no good, but it's not necessary as the Detroit tradesmen get their second try here in the second half in order to blow this one up to a 12-point win, 26-24, and the tradesmen go 2-0, 6 plays last year, Ike, and they are really making their presence felt now.
They certainly are. Look at the pace. As we're going to head to break, we're going to see you for more men's rugby just after this.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back to the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships live from Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Tim Wilkes, joined up in the booth by your scrum half connection herself, Miss Wendy Young. And Wendy, a fantastic day of rugby, and we've got a good one on our hands here. The Kansas City Reds taking on Schuylkill River, number 15 versus number 7 seed. And we'll restart this or get this one going here. Schuylkill River in the black jerseys taking on the Kansas City Reds. Again, Reds lost 7-31 earlier against the St. Louis Bombers. Here comes Schuylkill River. Beautiful run here on the near side by Andre Williams. Gets around the would-be final defender and takes it the distance. Andre, not so sleepy Williams, out of Cheltenham, Pennsylvania, dots it down for the first try for Schuylkill River.
Just gets that ball and burns the turf with it. Does have some pursuers, but is able to get around them and just using that really slick footwork.
Had a try in the previous match. Had a yellow card as well, but came back in, was able to score. See the conversion here, up and good from Gianna Scoli.
You can see they just release him on the outside, and he's just quick enough to get around the edge and then uses those quick feet also to get around the next would-be defender, and then just leaves that turf burn behind as he puts Schuylkill River on the board.
Schuylkill River with the loss earlier today as well, a 24-19 loss to Washington Athletic Club. So with these clubs licking their wounds, still possible national championships in sight for both of them, but they need victories here. You were able to watch the Next Level Rugby preview broadcast last night. They're two of the fan favorites, with teams mostly comprised of people that have been in their clubs for many years in a row. Let's see if that continuity pays off here. The Reds with it, trying to keep inside that far touchline, could not do so. So far, we saw the offense for Schuylkill River, the defense paying off and getting the turnover that time, Wendy.
Tough turnover here. You can see still on the deck, waiting for some medical to come. Elvie's turned off our clock too. Take another look at it here. It's that high pass is what starts it, but he gets his body down. He's just looking to see he should go inside on it, and I think it's just the head to the knee. He's got the head on the right side of the body, but just takes it right to the knee.
Keep black on this.
Hope he's all right.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was
PJ Degnan.
Okay, got it. I'll take a hit.
Yeah, the old
band down,
knee to the
foul,
soft
foul,
spot
foul.
of the shoulder there. Never a good feeling there, but looks like not fully a head injury. Will come off, though. Great work from our training staffs that have been able to come along here to Wisconsin. This beautiful complex here from the Madison United Rugby Club. Two beautiful pitches, fantastic clubhouse stands, and just an incredible atmosphere. Wendy, the fourth time we've been out here, and it just keeps getting better and better.
It does. It's those aerial shots that we've been seeing of the skate park, and I know there's a splash pad out there. Like, it's just a great facility.
Bind! Set!
Schuylkill River with ball in hand here in the scrum. Kyle Hegarty, the captain, puts it through. Now they look to attack. Beautiful little switch there. Hegarty back with it on the looping run. Tries to break through the defense. Sias Michlich. Nice little dummy there from Giannascoli, and he's going to take this one the distance. Danny Giannascoli, the 6'2", 29-year-old, his 7th appearance at Nationals, 2nd try of the day.
Really just took the bull by the horns on that one. We've seen some really good dummies throughout the day. A double dummy in the match prior, 2 matches ago on this one for the women. It was just really good. And you'll see it again after the conversion attempt. We're starting to just see the skill come through on these players as their confidence grows as the day goes on as well. Starting to see them kind of throw out some of the fun stuff. Conversion doesn't quite make it, but you'll see it here. He just takes it right from the base and sees that got somebody coming on the outside, so that sells the dummy, right? So he can sell it down the river and then just gets it in himself. He's got enough speed to get across.
Just stop, guys.
Giascani.
Behind Danny. Behind the
Just
kicker.
really good work by him. Recognition that the post was kind of isolated there.
Behind the kick.
Good stuff.
Scully, former Utah Warriors MLR player as well, making his presence felt now on the club level. Most teams with one or two players with some pro experience. Here for the Reds, they looked, they're finally a second real phase of possession here. Big time bump. Gianna Scully gets sent to deck, and here come the Reds making their presence felt with the physicality. Kaplinger dishes it off to the left-hand side and gets this one moving again. Kansas City Rugby Football Club tries again with it, and Wendy, the second time they flirt with that far line
Scrum option. Knocked in the
and
touch.
get into touch. Another turnover. Just not enough time of possession so far for KC.
Yeah, they're really struggling with any opportunity that comes their way. They're not being able to turn it into
Take it a step.
positivity. Those
Step
wingers have
forward.
got to stay off that
There you
touch
go.
line, try to stay in bounds, and keep something alive for the Reds because there's just nothing to build on right now.
Bind. Tighten that up. Set.
Red squad coached by Mr. Raytown himself, Pat Clifton, on hand trying to wheel his boys to the victory here. Center of the pitch. Full pace yet again for Williams. He already has one, and Andre Sleepy Williams is going to take this one the distance, a double already, 3 on the day, and a 3-try lead for Schuylkill River.
Just another great try from Williams. You know, he's always putting up highlight tries like that, and it's just hilarious that his nickname's Sleepy. But just
No,
busts
yeah.
through the
It
middle.
won't be.
Nobody's going to catch him when he gets full
15.
speed like that. He's just like a cheetah. He just rips through everybody.
Actually played gridiron football there for Lincoln University. So you see that speed and explosiveness transitioning here to the rugby pitch. Another kick up and through, 2 for 3 on the day for Gianna Scully as we take another look.
See, he just takes it at pace. That's the key there. He takes it already almost at top speed. So then he just has to coast through for the try. And the defenders, you know, they're just grasping at air.
There you go, the signature move there, putting them to sleep is Mr. Williams. And right now, KC licking their wounds, down by 19 with what should be close to the final play here. They need a spark to kind of ignite things back for the second half. Little slip there. They're going to take this one into contact, and there's the peel off here to the near side. Williams gets low, couldn't fully make the tackle. Great bump, and here come the Reds. Big time skip pass back to the left-hand side. At full pace over that midfield stripe. First time we've seen that. Another big bump, and now they're starting to piece things together. Here we come to the near side. What about sending it outside? Still on his feet. He's going to have to take this one down. Now they'll recycle. Again, final play of the match. Reds need one here. A little backhanded pass to try and open it up on the outside. Straight says the referee. Over the 22-meter line, and Kansas City is going to get on the board. Try number 1 for the Reds.
The build back for them just starts right now, and they needed this try before the whistle of the half just to try to get something on the board. The kick here is going to be tough from the corner, but 7 would go a long way to kind of close this
15.
deficit over Schuylkill.
Another difficult kick from the far side of the pitch. This one off the mark, no good, but the Reds get on the board first, Wendy, with this try right here.
Just releases him on the edge, and he's just got the jump through the first tackle attempt, and he's got just enough wheels to get through. That's Gordon Palmer getting one in the corner, and they
A couple times
needed
where
it.
bodies were in the way, so
Let's take a look at the brackets here. Here in Pool F, got the number 7 seed taking on the 15 seed, Wendy. But St. Louis has looked strong in this group, and they might be able to pull their way all the way through the national championship again.
Yeah, the Bombers have set themselves up for some great success. You know, we're only in the second round, so there's still plenty to go. We'll have to see how it shakes out. But when you look across some of the teams that, you know, have performed really well and some are struggling, that would go over to Pool G, that Invictus Beltway that I watched you, Tim, listen to you on that one. That one was a barn burner.
For sure, incredible stuff with Beltway Elite coming away with the victory. The other one that I love, the big-time upset from your and I neck of the woods, the Austin Huns taking down Belmont Shore in their first match. Last year's last place team making their presence felt nicely here.
Yeah, they really shocked Belmont. Belmont just didn't look like themselves, so we'll have to see how they shake out the rest of the day. They've got some matches coming up, but that's what we watch sevens for. We want these upsets. Of course, you want your team to win, but we want the upsets. We want the bracket to not mean anything at the end of the day, and then we come out for knockouts tomorrow, and it's just such great stuff.
I got to give a shout out to everybody putting this tournament together, this next level rugby production. It's been a beautiful one throughout the day, and we are just about ready for more. Again, Schuylkill River on top of Kansas City. Wendy, they needed that last try so badly. They got a little bit of continuity. I know Pat Clifton's going to be hollering at him here in the second half, or here at halftime. What do you think they can do maybe differently other than just keeping the ball a little bit longer?
Yeah, definitely ball in hand, right, is number one, right? That's the obvious one. But I think just being a more directional and direct like that, right? Take it to the line, see what you can do with it there instead of trying to go around the outside immediately.
Block area.
But they did get a little stranded. It's John Benoit, big number 3, that's able to get in there, hands on it, and earn the penalty. They almost were able to capitalize and bring that in for a try. A quick little knock-on will give Kansas City a little bit of a breather and a little bit of a breath that they fully needed to get this one back, because it looked like Schuylkill was ready to take that 5 points right back away.
Yeah, they look like they've come out of the sheds, per se, with intent. You can see here, they wanted to go for it again. Just put the dagger in the back and be done with this match in the 8th minute if they can. But Kansas City, they've got to keep going here. They've got to build on that momentum from the first half.
Put in, coming in, Quinn Tilley, the 24-year-old out of Liberty, Missouri. Gets in and out. Spin all the way here to the near side of the pitch. There's Gordon Palmer. He had the try earlier. Just going to have to fling this one back in. Plenty of black jerseys here on the near side. They're able to corral it. Solid knee hit there, so they'll have to release. Never fully did, then came off their feet, so they've earned themselves the penalty. There's the quick tap coming, and Reuter spins it off to the right-hand side to send the Reds on the attack. Over the midfield stripe they come. Not held. Lets it go, pops back up to their feet. Keep possession moving. Now the big spin, try to find some space. This has been the attack here from the Reds throughout the day, width to width, all the way back to the near side. Gordon Palmer looking for try number 2. Stifled there. Great work from support. Hang on to it, and now again, back and forth we go. Over to the right-hand side, Quinn Tilley gets hit right as he was making that pass. Great work on the outside. And the defense from Schuylkill River continues to lay the boom.
Yeah, they had so much going for them there. It was the pass on the left side of the field from Palmer. It was just that great flat pass. I thought they were away. Then they went across the pitch, and he drew every defender. He did everything right, but then the pass was just in the touch. Those little fine margins that sometimes...
Here's back 2.
Yanni Ruiz, number 2, the 21-year-old doctor, was able to make that big-time hit out there. Here's the speed on the outside. They're able to tiptoe next to that white touchline, and now trying to put the gas on. Little bit, a straight line there. No, they're going to give the penalty. They're going to say obstruction. Wendy looked like he was running a straight line. That's a tough call.
You cut him off.
Yeah, we'll have to try to see if we can see it again, because I definitely saw the Reds player arms up in the air like he was obstructed, because that's what they're going to look for, right? So here it is. You can see looks like he's away for the try. Oh, no. I think he manufactured that one.
Yeah.
Oh, he got away
Number 3
with it.
Was not even looking his direction, showed no intent to try and knock him off. But still Schuylkill River fighting hard, big-time tackle. Really impressed by what we've seen from him on the defensive end. As they continue to hold the Reds to 5 points. That's big number 2, Gianni Ruiz, yet again making his presence felt there.
For sure is. He's just been all over the place. And this puts the Reds under big pressure again here. You've got a Schuylkill scrum. It's in a great spot on the field. You know,
Thank
it's an easy pass out
Time
to the
is on.
backs, and this spells trouble.
Coach! Bind!
Mitch is early. If he's on me.
Set! Hold.
Johnson out of Texas Rugby Referee Association. It's started again. Big time rumble coming through from Kyle Hegarty, the captain. Picked up off the back and taken through over the 22-meter line, and it's Isaac Russell, the 19-year-old, 6'5", and stretches those long legs the distance to bring another try for Schuylkill River.
He's a big one, and he can move. I mean, I love that, right? They went off the scrum. The scrum half will stay tight. That's what I think is key here, and it makes that space for Russell. We'll see it here after the conversion,
15.
but keeping it tight for the scrum half holds any defender in front of him and then just makes a big hole for Russell to put that 6'5" frame through.
Claims he can
Conversion
do a
is good.
backflip.
You can see there, the breakdown was really tight to the scrum. It holds all the defenders, and then Russell just takes advantage of the tiny hole that's there, and he's got the length and the strength to do it.
By player from Downington,
mileage,
Pennsylvania, claims he can do a
Mileage, you guys.
backflip at 6'5", just an incredible athlete, and shows off
see
there
it.
for the try. Nice take here from Kansas City. That's the try scored Gordon Palmer, 23-year-old out of Odessa, Missouri. Spin this one back out to the right-hand side. Through the hands they come. Really started to clean things up a little bit here since those opening moments on the offensive end. Strong tackle there. Mitch Litch tries to cause some havoc, but here come the Reds again over the midfield stripe, looking for more points. Beautiful little offload to keep things moving. Now they'll spin it down to the near side. Here comes Zane Palmer. He'll take it in for the try. The Swiss jerseys there with his brother Gordon. Zane takes it through and brings the Reds back. Still not out of this one, but only a minute left, Wendy.
Yeah, it's a really good team try, and you'll see them hurry the conversion here because they want to try to get back. It's a pretty big hill to climb. That's a great conversion. But this one, everybody works hard, and everybody makes this one happen. They take it from the 50. You can see here, just looking for support off the hip. Everybody's there. The play is on, and now that long pass all the way out to Zane Palmer, and he's able to put it away. But that one, I really like the confidence that they played with there.
Strong tackle coming in there from Zane Palmer. Again, the 21-year-old making his presence felt here in the second half. Beautiful little offload and a nice flip pass to the outside. Here comes Williams Jr. Already with 2 tries. This one a little bit high that time, but it's scooped up by Ruiz. Able to finally squirt out through the defense somehow and going to take this one all the way through. The easiest try he's going to have, and the Westchester University grad brings it home. Big time try for Schuylkill.
Yeah, another one that just takes away any chance. You know, there was a really slim chance of a comeback from the Reds here, but just puts the winning finish on it, the bow. Yeah. Ruiz deserves that one. He's worked really hard in this match in particular, just done a lot of that work that you don't always see behind and off the ball. And he'll try the conversion as well. It's going to go just a bit wide, and you can see here Schuylkill really came into this match with some intent. Ends with Ruiz's try here, with just the cherry on top. They go out of this one 31-12. Just a really good showing from Schuylkill River.
The 7th seed gets the victory here. Already had the 1 loss earlier in the day. They needed that one. Come away with 1 more. They will have their ticket punched here shortly. Schuylkill River with the win. We thank you for joining us. We'll step aside for a quick break, and we'll have more action from the national championships when we return. Welcome back, everyone. Sevens National Championships here in Madison, Wisconsin. Beautiful take up off the top there. We've got Eagle Rock taking on Invictus. Invictus in the green shorts. Eagle Rock in the black, I believe. Eagle Rock will take this one into contact to start things off. Tim Wilkes and Wendy Young. This is your Scrum Half Connection, taking you through all the action. It's been a great day of rugby. 30 seconds into this one, as both these teams with losses earlier in the day. It was Invictus losing just at the end to Beltway Elite with a game-winning try, 19-17. See if they're able to put some more points up on the board here. Great work. In their own end. And it's going to be a turnover ball. Invictus with the put-in, or with the penalty.
Yeah, a great steal to just suck all the air out of that Eagle Rock attack. And then I love this call. They call for the scrum. They want a set platform to attack from. You know, Invictus, their first match of the day was just really, really tight. And they played really well. You can see there just to stick into that tackle. It grabs his ankle and gets him down. And then there's the steal. He's super solid in his platform there. And now they've got a good chance.
There's Liam Johnson there with the steal. He'll go for the put-in now. Minute and a half into this one. First opportunity on the offensive end. Johnson flings it to the outside. 2 tries in the first match for Renheimer there, number 4. Now they spin it back here to the near side. Beautiful footwork. Stop and go. Going to try to punch forward now. As close to the line as they can. 6 meters out. Heimer again. Off to the right-hand side. Strong defense. Eagle Rock is more than ready for it. Eagle Rock, number 14 seed, lost to Old Blue earlier, looking for their first victory. Big time contact. Here comes Heimer. Beautiful step. 1, 2 to the left. Tries number 3, but gets caught in the air. Big time pop there on the defensive end. Look to try and keep going to the left. What a defensive stand here for Eagle Rock. But finally broken through. They squirt through the defense, and it's Tommy Guerin, the captain, the 30-year-old, takes it through for the first try for Invictus.
That was just a brutal set of phases, and we don't normally really talk about phases a lot in sevens. They do happen, but that was just crushing, bone-crushing stuff that happened in front of us there. They finally break through the Eagle Rock defense, and it's Tommy Guerin that gets the try, and it's a good one to start with Invictus. I mean, they're going to be hurting after that one. We'll have to see how they can respond. Eagle Rock a little bit sore after that as well. Conversion on target. So they go up 7-0, but you'll see some of this work that they had to do on defense and on attack, and you can see, just almost gets him in defense, but Guerin sees the line and launches for it. Gets their first points on the board.
A strong start for Invictus, this Chicago-based squad, their first time ever in the national championships, in their first season, as this one goes all the way into touch. So we'll start things back off with a free kick at center of the pitch.
Just a reset moment for Eagle Rock. Gives them the ball in a good spot. Let's see what their training ground move is.
13th last year for Eagle Rock. Victory here would go a long ways in helping them progress further than back in 25. Set to the deck, back up to their feet, never releasing the call there on Eberly. So they'll get sent back 10, will Invictus. Ripped out of there, though. They're able to get possession right back. Strong drive through the teeth there. Ernest Walker, he pushed through and earned his team the ball right back.
Really liking this confidence from Alexa Sari, our referee. She's just in it.
You have to get to the back.
She feels she's on the spot as well, and just really managing these 2 high-level men's teams. Really like to see that from our young female referees.
Nice kick out into touch. It's going to set up a fantastic opportunity for Eagle Rock to punch this one in. And that was great work on that last poach there from Ernest Walker, the oldest man on the pitch, 37 years of age, out there still getting it done. Terrific work. Now let's see if they've got the payoff here to try to punch this one through.
Thank you. Yeah, you still have to have someone right here, though. Yep.
Finally, they come in. Eagle Rock fakes short, comes to the back. No contest there, so the not straight does not matter. They'll spin it out to the left-hand side. Here comes Pernis. He splits through, will take it the whole way. Seferino Pernis gets the first try on the board for Eagle Rock.
Really took advantage of that penalty, kicking it, deep into Invictus territory. Line out is good. It's a two-man lift at the back. I love that. The throw is a little short, but they just manage it, right? And then it's down the line, and Pernis is able to get one in. Just the perfect time to score. We're just about 90 seconds from the the first half whistle blowing. Really critical time for Eagle Rock to get back in this and respond to Invictus. You see it here. There's the two-man lift. It's a great skill, and it's just hands, right? Everybody knows their line. He does some great footwork and is able to get through the first guy, fends the second, and then knows he's at the line and has the ability to get there through his legs and his strength, and just really needed to get that try.
Kick now.
California kids able to get one they desperately needed. Eagle Rock tied this one up. Under a minute left to go in the first half of action. Tim Wilkes and Wendy Young taking you through this one. Second of the day for both these squads. Seatbelt tackle there was definitely high. Great work from the referee, but the quick tap cannot come back to hand. And it's a turnover that will possibly give Eagle Rock an opportunity here, Wendy, to somehow come away with the lead here at halftime.
Yeah, we always come back to those conversions, right? So they get the try, they got the conversion, and now they've got the go-ahead scrum. Just Liam Johnson trying to go too fast for Invictus and not just quite getting that ball where it needed to be on the tap, and now Eagle Rock's in a great spot.
Set.
Hold.
Put in here for Eagle Rock Athletic Club. Looking for some space center of the pitch, but a big time tackle. Not fully brought to deck though, and they're able to push their way through over that midfield stripe. Bit of space here on the near side, but they're not going to need it. Right up the gut comes Niu. Has to hit the brakes there. Polo Niu. Sacramento, California, and eventually the forward pass is going to slow this one down and put the brakes on it fully. Halftime, 7-7 your score. And we will step aside, but a highly contested match between the number 14 seed and 6. We'll have more when we come back.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time for the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. WorldRugbyShop.com, America's home for rugby. From the rugby universe. America, Gets in the game. It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to...
Welcome back to the 2026 USA Club Rugby National Championships. On the 7 side, this one off the knee, says the referee, off the leg. So they're able to keep playing. We've got Invictus taking on Eagle Rock. Right now, Invictus with the possession. Boys from Chicago, first-year club, led by Patrick Caulfield. Brought them all the way here to the National Championship Tournament, second out of the Midwest. The other side, Eagle Rock second. They're on the West Coast. Still a battle for it on the far side, but eventually we're going to have an offsides call, and Eagle Rock gets sent back.
You got to come back around. The ball's out, but 23's in front. Offside.
Eagle-eyed by Sorry on the spot, making the calls. Just love her management of this game so far. Big kick. It's going to stay in.
Here comes the chase. Weren't able to get it to the ball carrier before they're able to dish it off, and a straightforward run right through the teeth of the defense. Insult to injury there. Get knocked down a couple of times, the would-be tackler. Now they'll spin it out to the far side of the pitch. Here come Eagle Rock. Almost able to come through and take the lead before halftime. Still in striking distance here, center of the pitch. Another strong defensive stand right there. Wrapping them up. I believe that was Garin. Now back to the near side. Beautiful switch. Scissor back in. And finally some space on the right-hand side. Here comes Walker dancing 1, 2, 3 steps and a fend and a shove. I don't know if he was able to get it in. I think Eberly was able to get underneath it, Wendy.
Yeah, I think he did. Oh, man, this is going to be an interesting conversation.
Do you have a clear grounder? Hold up first.
You can see it here. He's just going straight for the line, and he's there. But look at the defender. Wow. It's fantastic work by Pernus to get underneath that. And he just bounced before the line, so that's why the try doesn't happen either. Oh, wow. This could come back and be a really important play in this game.
Jack Eberly, number 2, 21 years old, out of the University of Louisville. We're on the NCR Sevens national champions back in 2024 and 26. So he's got a taste for the glory and looking for more. And boy, did he do more than his part that time to get his hand underneath it. You mentioned, I mean, it was literally right as he was coming to the line. He slipped it underneath and saved the try. Not out of the woods yet, though. Here come Eagle Rock. Ball in hand for Joe Beckett. Through one, bends off a second, and he's going to take it in. Still rumbles his way all the way through to get under the post. Hit try number 2 for Eagle Rock.
Yeah, it's a little bit of solace, right? You just had it held up, but then you get the scrum, you get the opportunity to try again, and Beckett even gets that center touchdown, so they'll have a great kick. You can see here the scrum just disintegrates, but Beckett's come across the face of the scrum. All the defenders are sort of stagnant. They're not really doing some really good, strong goal line defense we'd like to see, so that might be just a lapse in focus. Beckett touches that one down.
Out of Missoula, Montana, 6'2", nicknamed the Vanilla Gorilla, takes it the distance as he just had eyes for the try line and was not gonna be stopped. And Wendy, that's 14 unanswered points for Eagle Rock. Came into this one, the number 16 Invictus. They just barely lost to Beltway Elites, who's a tough squad. Maybe thinking that they had the opportunity to come through and get that first victory, but boy, Eagle Rock has been outstanding here the last 10 minutes or so.
They have, and there's just 3 minutes to go, and now Invictus, they're put themselves almost under pressure. They've got to do a converted try, so it has to be a try in the center. Of course, you can always make the kick from the corner, but at the end of games, we know those kicks are just incredibly tough, physically and mentally. So Invictus really, this is a tough spot, but they're a side that, you know, they're new, but we know that they're a conglomerate of players that have played for a long time. So we'll have to see how they can answer this challenge.
Inside.
Eagle Rock on the defensive end. See how they play this one. Here come Invictus. Around the corner, space on the near side, and it's a foot race. Collision just before the touchline. And that one's going to be scooped up. Here comes Joe Beckett again. Little dummy going to take it right through the middle, and he gets 2 in the last 2 minutes and is opening this one up for Eagle Rock.
He is, third try, and you can see him there, like, no need to rush. Let's take our entire time for the conversion here. Let's try to build, because now it's 2 tries for Invictus, and not what Invictus would have wanted coming in, where they did come in, but, maybe just showing that sometimes when teams can't gel or that first game doesn't go as you quite anticipated, because that was a tough one with Beltway, it's hard to come back from it. Eagle Rock is just taking all the flowers they can here.
Another kick conversion good there from Michael Niu. He's been outstanding with the restarts as well, but let's take another look.
See Beckett, it's just the dummies. That's what we're seeing all weekend. All these players are just throwing them all over the place, and the confidence, it's the head fakes, it's the shoulder fakes. They're using their bodies to manipulate defenders, and that's what we want to see at championships.
Saw the last kick from Niu land just inside the touchline. This time a little trickery, and he's got the boot to try and come after this one. Great touch down there on the defensive end, and therefore Invictus. But what an incredible little restart. He has been tremendous pulling out all the stops here.
Yeah, and this one going to come all the way back. But look at it. He just is cheeky off the kickoff, and then it's not gathered in, so he kicks it again. Why not? And then it's just an absolute foot race. Invictus gets there first, and he touches it down first, but now we've got the scrum all the way back up for Invictus.
Clock is accurate.
Brought in by Eagle Rock, then touchdown back there by Invictus. It'll be scrum here at the 22-meter line. 10 seconds on our clock. Comes down to the referee's watch, though. This one comes out the right-hand side into the hands of Eagle Rock. They're looking for the icing on the cake here inside the 22-meter line. Not held, so he's able to keep moving a little bit further. Now they'll spin it back here to the near side. Varia. You're looking for some space out there. Couldn't find much. Eagle Rock will slow this one down. Close to the final play. Now they'll spin it out to the right-hand side. Green jerseys from Invictus trying to chase him down out there. 2 tries on the day here for Big Joe Beckett. He has it ripped out of there, and eventually it's going to be a penalty. He did not release in time. Into contact they go. Just barely back 10, says the referee. And now Eagle Rock's able to pull this one back out of there. Great tackle. I believe that time it was Stephen Knight out of Eagle Rock that was able to make the collision. And there is the final whistle, 21-7. Eagle Rock with the victory, Wendy.
Yeah, what a match by Eagle Rock. They just really put their stamp on this one early. Of course, it was Invictus here that scored first. Got on the board early, but then we're just going to see an onslaught from Eagle Rock, and they played so smartly. They did well at their scrums. It was physical. This line-out was spectacular, and then it was just simple. Just through the hands, everybody does their job, and let's get done with this game. And I really take my hat off to Eagle Rock. They really seem to come together in this match.
3 unanswered tries. That's how you do it. They're coached by Daniel Thomas, director Ryan Matjes. Have done it here. They got their first victory. Coming up next, we've got more action. Apex, Belmont Shore, when we return here from Wisconsin.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back. 2026 USA Club Sevens. We've got Apex taking on Belmont Shore. Belmont Shore dropped their first match. It was an upset of sorts. Austin Huns beat them 17-12, and Apex winning over the Mystics 12-7. But this one has a lot of potential to it. One team with a win and the second team looking for a win. That's Belmont Shore and their typical gold that we're used to seeing. Early penalty. Apex wants to go quickly. Off to the left side, finding a bit of room. Just caught from behind. And a little knock. Early scrum.
Good afternoon, Wendy. We have a great game on our hands. As you mentioned, Belmont Shore, they dropped their early one, whereas Apex got up and over Mystic River. Apex, the 13 seed. So we've got a huge game on our hand. Both the 4th and the 5th seed lost their first game as we see the Apex player tackled out and into touch. So this is a game with a lot of ramifications, both for Belmont and for Apex.
Belmont with it. They were ahead early against the Huns and then weren't able to just keep them out. You know that they've got a side that's just full of weapons. Just need them to be able to click together. But look at this defense by Apex all over them. Now the counter ruck, it doesn't quite come their way, but they've slowed the ball down just enough to let the defense align. There's some great offloading from Belmont Shore. It's CO Jr. He's looking for support. That one's going to be a high tackle.
Lovely free-flowing rugby from Belmont. We know that they're going to want to play their way, spread the ball, keep it alive, and it's great to watch.
Always one of the best sides to watch. There's so much flavor and culture and community in how they play. You can just see it oozing out of all of them. Iosefo with it now. Gets it to Stanfill. Of course, former international superstar himself. He's been on the club circuit for a couple of years. You'll see him pop up everywhere. Just loves the game. Now a doctor as well. He's a chiropractor. Apex slowing that ball down again. Belmont just taking advantage of those small gaps. CO Jr. out into the open. He just tries to jam it back. They're going to pick up another penalty. Apex offside, so they go again. It's Hannon with it. He's going to go big over the top, trying to find Stanfill on the edge. Stanfill still has some magic left as he's just short of the line. He gets brought down. They're inside the 5 now. They'll go wide with it. Trying to find the man on the edge. And Hartley will get it in. Caden Hartley, 19 years of age, one of the younger Belmont Shore players, scores first for Belmont Shore, and it's a strike on the board.
Yeah, what play from Belmont, able to go the entire length of the field. And really, that passage showed everything they were about and everything that they didn't do in their first game. They weren't able to have any of those free-flowing phases like we've just seen them do against Apex, but that was brilliant. They stretched the defense. They made Apex work almost in every part of the field there, and as a result, they were able to walk in out wide. So a great score, and that's exactly what Belmont needed as we look and see them finish it off out wide. As you mentioned, the 19-year-old getting over.
One of the 19-year-olds. There's another one. We have Paula, who's also 19 from Long Beach. So just love to see that young talent coming through. We're seeing it across the board.
You also love to see how they blend with the experience from Belmont as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Conversion sailed wide, so 5-0, so just a slim margin for the Whales. The restart, they're going to put it really tall, try to get underneath it. That's great work to slap that back. And now Belmont Shore has the attacking platform. It starts with CO Jr. Just so slippery. He's so difficult to contain, and they love to play off of him. Adams with it now. He scored twice in the match earlier against the Huns. Stanfill comes in again. He's got to do a lot of cleanup here, try to get that ball to deck. He does very well. And then out to Hannon. Hannon just wants to try to use some footwork. I do see a Belmont Shore player down behind play as well, so it's 6-man right now. Apex has the advantage unless that player can get up. Going to try to go really wide with it. Out to Iosefo. He's got dangerous feet. Now dumps it back out to Hartley. Already scored once for Belmont. Just a little bit loose for Belmont, and the knock-on comes.
It's the unfortunate thing about playing the way that Belmont do, is that once you don't, well, eventually you run out of people to offload to and to keep the ball alive when you play in the way that they do. As we see, there's a stoppage in play with the player down in backfield, but because they keep the ball alive so often, it is a very exhausting offensive way to play. As we watched, that offload didn't go to hand and they ended up to knock it on. It's exhausting because you have to get back and you have to reload so often. So that means if you're the Apex team and you can keep up with it, eventually you might find some result.
Apex gets the ball for the first time in a bit. Mr. Stepper himself.
Come on.
Some big pressure coming from Belmont. Apex holds on to it. Trying to find just a seam on the edge. And look at that big bump. Just lowers the shoulder. Puts that defender on their butt. And then just flick the ball to the other side of the pitch. Now here's the hole in the middle. Stanfield has to come close it.
No.
But look at this pressure from Belmont Shore. Just trying to slow everything down. Now a little hole opens in the middle. Stanfield balls it back to his mate Poa. And Poa will go in for another Belmont Shore. That one was just luck.
Apex are going to want that one back. Really, an offload that possibly wasn't needed. And as a result, Belmont Shore are going to double their lead and they might increase it from there. But a pass that they wouldn't have wanted. And if they had a do-over, I'm sure they would take it.
They just got a little bit loose in their structure and Belmont was able to take advantage of it. They're going to take their time here. Belmont's going to manage this clock.
There will be a restart.
There's the confirmation that we will have a restart. Conversion is good.
I really have to say, Apex looked exhausted on that attacking play. They looked really tired. And I think that was because of all the defense that they had to play earlier in the half. And it meant that when they actually got possession, they were gassed. So now that they're going to go into the half, of course, they still have another possession to go. But going into half, I really think they need to recollect themselves and find a way to get back to where they were in their first game.
That kick is not going to quite have enough on it, so Apex will get the free kick. A last chance for them in this first half.
Send your hand, please.
And it's Jackson, the captain, Joseph Jackson, will get us going. Just playing a little bit lax, and then now they start the tempo. Belmont comes in for the steal, but way offsides. That's the call there, and not rolling away. So Apex reloads again. It's out to Jackson. Trying to find anything in this Belmont defense. They'd love to go into halftime with any points on the board if they could. Just cut the 12 points away. Shore playing very soft right now. They're coming up when they need to, but they're playing soft defense. Not letting Apex really take advantage of anything. There's a little try at the post.
6 over the top.
Couple penalties here helping Apex. Can they take advantage of it? The offload's not going to come to hand. Going to have a knock on, and that is just the worst way to end that half sometimes for Apex. Had their opportunities and just couldn't turn them into points. Belmont Shore leading this one 12-0 over Apex. We'll take a break, but we'll be back for second half action.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldragbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. WorldRugbyShop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back, 2026 Club Sevens, closing out our second round of men's matches. Belmont Shore has put in 12 points. Apex has shown some sparks. Fitness may be in question here. We'll have to see if there were some substitutions for Apex or that halftime chat had any difference for them. But Belmont right back at it, trying for that short kick.
10. Again.
Apex gets the penalty, though. It's a tap and go into the captain's hands. Jackson, he tries for the long pass. The winger on the edge tries to muscle his way through. Let's get through the first defender. And they'll start again. Apex needing to get some momentum on their side. It's better from them. That's good leg drive. The goose step, and then the support on the wrap. That's really good defense from Belmont, though. Anything that Apex is doing, just able to kind of put a stop to it. Another penalty for the Whales. Apex crosses into Belmont Shore territory. Here comes the pressure. Jackson does a bit of dancing himself. It's better support from Apex, just buying them a little more time. There's the power that we're used to seeing on the edge from Apex. Apex will go around the edge, and this is really good timing for them to score right out of the gate. And it's Miles Paris that gets them on the board. They needed this really badly.
They certainly did, Wendy. But that's the thing about sevens. If you keep possession of the ball and you're able to work side to side and get phase play, even if it doesn't look like a spark is going to happen, eventually something will, because defense is the most tiring part of sevens. So if you're able to keep the ball, eventually something will break down. And that was the patience on show from Apex. Really good. And then a great break from Paris around the outside. Brilliant work. Just the gas. Fend as well. He was able to go under the post and get 7. Perfect score for them, and they're right back into this game.
Just build from that as well. They made something of that halftime chat, got it all queued up, took the words on board, got that 7 points, and now just 5 points the difference in this one. Apex still looking to they would love to be 2-0, and Belmont Shore still looking for that first win. Of course, they're in the driver's seat here, but a couple of minutes, sevens, you never know what's going to happen. Belmont Shore, that one over the head of Aha. It's really good to clean it up and gather some ground, but it's just a little knock-on and that extra effort. So now Apex staring down the barrel of a 5-meter scrum.
Isn't momentum so massive? That is huge. Apex scored, then they go down the field, put pressure on Belmont, then a mistake pass going over the head, couldn't gather it, and now Apex. What a golden opportunity for them. How this game has swung. They were nowhere in the first half.
They weren't, and they've really just, weren't taking advantage of the opportunities in the first half, and now taking advantage of all the opportunities as Isan Sushievich gets in, and that could be the go-ahead. It's now tied with the conversion to come, and like you just said, this was over, it felt like, right? But they've just come in and put the screws to Belmont.
Way to be clinical. We were quite critical, I must say, towards the end of the first half about them, but they look like a different team in the second half, and they've had 2 chances. The first one when they were able to work their way down, although that's a misconversion that they should have hit. But way to be clinical here. What a perfectly well-played set-piece move with a player going blind after the scrum half went to the right. Wow, just Apex straight back into this game, and it's all tied up.
10 seconds.
Big moments in this weekend. It's only round 2 for the men. But this one, critical for both of these ones. It would essentially almost take Belmont Shore out. They'd have to win the rest of the day and then worry about seeding and how all of that works out. It puts Apex in a great position if they can win.
Last touch by White, yes. It'll be a line out to goal.
And Apex nearly got the ball right back again. Belmont are going to keep possession, but that was close. Apex nearly fielded the restart. And as you mentioned, Wendy, this game's so significant. Belmont need the win if they arguably want to stay in contention for the Cups, whereas Apex, they could be on their way to the bracket. So these next few minutes are massive for these two teams.
Just 3 minutes to go. Belmont Shore with possession. They're going to get a penalty as well.
Mark's there.
Just eyeing what's in front of them. They're going to stick with their pattern. It is something that Belmont Shore is known for. Going around the outside, finds a gap. A little dummy to keep it. They've broken into Apex territory now. Apex defense is loose here. Look, now they're coming together. Belmont Shore, way on the left side of the pitch, gets around the first.
Look!
Finally caught. Goes for the post. Look at that work. And you can see the Belmont Shore on the outside say, there's 2 of us, give it to us. We're on the outside. And there's Belmont Shore takes the lead back. It's going to be another tough kick, but it's a great try through Day and Joyce.
Oh, I have to admit, that was pretty nasty. The way that Keegan Hannon just stood up, he saw his teammates outside, and that was very nice to have the presence to be able to do that. When Belmont have the ball, they are electric. Apex, on the other hand, they're very patient, they're quite methodical, but Belmont just have players that can do things that you don't expect them to do. As we see that conversion go low, but that was just really nice. Watch, he just stands up, takes his time, says, all right, I've got some players to the left of me, and he finds a player out wide, Joyce, who gets the score. Back in Belmont's favour, this game just keeps going either way.
10 seconds.
I love how it also was a flip pass. It was like a really soft, like I want to make sure this gets to him softly so he can catch it, instead of a slick spin pass, which we see sometimes. Belmont's up again for the restart, but Apex comes down with it. They're behind one more time in this match. 5 points again as the conversion was tough from the outer edge. So they just have to score to even it. They could walk away with the draw. Of course, somebody wants the win. A draw does not really help Belmont Shore. It would make things a little bit better in the standings, but doesn't really help them. Apex desperate, though. They jam this back, and then the kick through. It's picked up by Belmont Shore, and it's Solomon Ahoya with the score for Belmont Shore, and that one, a really, really big score as Belmont will take this one, their first win of the day.
That's good.
What a game. Back and forth, Wendy. Really, the tale of 2 halves almost. The first half was all Belmont, then Apex worked their way back in, and then Belmont came right back into this. It's going to be really interesting now to see how this pool shakes out. You've got some teams in here that Mystic dropped a game, now Belmont Shore back in with a win. Could be anyone's way through to the bracket.
Round 3 is going to be really, really key for this pool. We'll take a look at some of these tries, because as you said, Ike, this one was back and forth all game.
Oh, it really was, and I mean, this was such a nice set-piece move to get back to to get them back into the game. As I mentioned, they were really clinical when they did have the ball in attack. They just weren't able to find themselves in the positions on the field that they would have liked, Apex. And then what a score to put it away. That was the second last one. Brilliant from Belmont to get back in.
Got their way back into this one, and they take the win. Belmont Shore 17-12 with Apex.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official